Yeah. Today we'll be seeing the problem of out of order responses from the server when we give many requests in a very short period of time, and we'll see how to also handle it. Let me show you an example how this actually causes a problem. Okay, I have searched for Amazon and you saw that it actually initially displayed the terminologies or stock names matching with Amazon, but later on it moved to different terminologies and different stock names. You can see over here. Nothing in here says that it's matching with Amazon. But why is this happening? If you can see over here, the last request which I have made was request number 6 and it was for the Amazon keyword which I typed. But the last response which I got was for request ID 1, which being for A. Yeah, that is why it's showing all the stock names that contains the alphabet A. And this is not my required output. It should have shown me the response for the request ID 6, which is the fifth response. Okay, so how to handle this? Let us check. Okay, what I'll do is I'll use two counts. One is for request, another one is for response. This is just to show how many requests and how many responses I got and made. And the main one here is the request count, which I'll be using. Yeah, whenever I'm sending a request to the server, what I'll do is I will append this request count as the header as X request ID and send it to the server. At the backend, what I'll do is I will get that request from the client and process it, and when sending the response back, I'll send the response with the header which I received with the request ID header. Okay, now when I get back the response from the server, what I do is I just log the response for what is the response number and for which request ID this response is for. And then what I'll do is I will have a if statement where I will check if the request ID for which the response I got is equal to the request count. That is the last request count. If you can see over here, I'm increasing the request count for every new request I made. And in our previous case, the last request number was 6. And whenever I get a response now, what I do is I check whether my request ID is equal to the last request count. If it is so, then only I will display. If not, I won't display. Now let us save this. Okay, the server started again. Now what I'll do is I'll type the same Amazon keyword. And if you see, we'll be getting the same out of order responses. But the only difference is that the drop down is displayed only twice. When for the first response which is got, that is for the request ID 3, because at that point of time it was the last request which I made. And going down to the point over here, I am displaying for request ID 6, which is the last request as of now, which is for Amazon, and it's displaying for it. Even though there is a response after it, it doesn't display for it because the response for request ID 1 and it is not the last request which I made. So we got the correct output now. Thank you.